So, brand new Season of Blood information is out. Bite down on darkness in Season of Blood. So, vampires, one of my favorite things in the world. This looks awesome. I love the imagery. We're dealing with vampires. Bite down on darkness in Season of the Blood. Stepping out from the shadows that once obscured them, the Dark Masters, Bloodseekers swoop in to prey upon unsuspecting mortals. Their ravenous appetites have grown. The Season of Blood will soon ooze throughout Sanctuary. So, one of the most important things as we scroll down and look at some of the features and details of the season, Season 2 begins on October 17 at 10 a.m. That's coming up. That's less than 2 weeks away. And that's going to be like a Wednesday in Australia. I got to figure out exactly what time 10 a.m. will convert to PDT time. It's unfortunate it starts on a Wednesday. Diablo 3 always starts on a weekend in Australia, but it is what it is. We won't be able to go hard until the weekend, most likely. So with the new season journey, you get a new quest line, season events, deadly blood-driven enemies, battle pass, and more. And we got new Uber endgame bosses. I heard that there was 5 of them, so that'll be pretty cool. I'm hoping that provides some really good rewards. So these bosses are hard to topple, but can drop unique items and cosmetics found nowhere else. So that's great. That's a big plus for you, Blizzard, for giving us some more endgame content, because that has been one of the biggest issues with players that really... Some of the professional grinders, they get to 100 and then don't really have any big challenges ahead of them. You can skip the campaign. Good. So the patch goes live on October 17. On October 10, there's another Diablo 4 campfire for more information on class balances, unique items, sweeping changes to resistances, and more. Let's quickly scroll through. Turn back Crimson Tides with Eris in the new quest. So we're going to get a new quest line. I'm not going to read too much into that. I'll leave it all as a surprise. Siphon the blood of your foes using vampiric powers. Alright, driving a stake into the heart of the Dark Master's plan will require you to wield the same savagery vampiric powers. So there's going to be like a vampiric powers tab, and looks like it's a whole new little menu here that we can use with vampiric powers. That's going to be cool. So after learning a vampiric power, you can spend potent blood in the powers tab. So that's obviously going to have a lot of different variations depending on your class and your build, what you want to go with. You can go with different powers. They can be upgraded to a maximum of level 3, and up to 5 powers can be equipped on your character at once. Well, this is going to be a game changer. I feel like it's going to be fun already. Quality of life updates, Maddie. Unpack your vampire power through packed armor. There are 3, so this is an example of packed armor here. There are 3 types in total using the above imagery for reference from left to right. They're called Ferocity, Divinity, and Eternity. Keep your eyes peeled for chest armor, pants, gloves, boots, and helms containing packs that drop during Season of Blood, because they're needed to activate your vampiric powers. Alright, so it looks like they're connected to armor, and then you can spend blood points accordingly or something like that, but I love to learn these things as I play. So let's use the above legendary gloves as an example. They provide 1 Ferocity, 1 Divinity, and 1 Eternity packed. So you can probably only spend like 1 point of each in your Vampiric Power tab menu. Once you have both packed armor and vampiric powers equipped, you'll need to ensure that the armor you're wearing provides packs that match the activation cost listed on the power. So that's a little bit annoying, because you have to, if you get like the perfect gloves with the stats that you want, you kind of have to make sure now that the vampiric powers also match what you want. So it's kind of like the malignant hearts, where they have to match the color of the socket. So it could be annoying, but we'll have to wait and see. If you equip a second vampiric power that requires both 1 divinity and 1 eternity to activate, the boots still provide enough pacts to activate the powers. So at least you can use a combination of the vampiric powers through like the different items as well. Customize pact armor to your needs. You might not always have the right armor, yeah, exactly, to activate the vampiric powers in your collection. Dark Master's servants have devised 2 types of items to remedy this situation: standalone pacts and cleansing acids. Okay, so there's ways around it. Standalone pacts are used as a specific type of pact to an item of your choice. Alright, so you can definitely add pact powers to armor, so that's going to be great. They're crafting items and can be pried from the clutches of Bloodseekers, as well as acquired from Blood Harvest season events, seasonal journey, opulent coffins, and through the new quest line. Use these tools to ensure you always have pact armor that matches the vampiric powers you'd like to use. Alright. I'm going to be a little damage whore and probably want like crit chance, crit damage, whatever else they have that increases damage. Now that you've learned the vampiric powers and pacts, it sounds pretty standard, pretty basic. There's 22 different types of powers available in the Season of Blood. All classes can field all vampiric powers, and in doing so, they'll sculpt your character into a vampire-killing machine. Let's go slay some vampires. So, I'm not going to go through each and every one, but Anticipation with 1 divinity, your ultimate skills gain 20% cooldown reduction. Coven's Fangs, Conjuration Companion. So obviously that's definitely accustomed towards like a necromancer. So there are pretty much class-specific abilities here. You deal 24% increased damage to enemies that are stunned. 1 lucky hit, Conjuration Companion, and so on and so on. It's going to be a game changer. Are they minor ones? Alright, so there's major ones here. Up to 44% chance on lucky hit to inflict vampiric curse on enemies. While channeling a skill, you form a pool of blood beneath you. So that's obviously for classes that are standing in the same spot. It's going to be cool. And it's going to be a lot of different variations, obviously, towards playstyles and different builds. Reap Hunter's Acclaim from the Blood Harvest seasonal event. So there's going to be different events in the different areas. Obviously dropping those vampire-specific rewards and stuff. It's going to be cool. There's going to be vampires everywhere. Inside the Blood Harvest, you'll have a chance to acquire Blood Lures, which summon Blood Seekers for you to extinguish. You can use the Seeker Keys to find and free prisoners of the Dark Armies of the Dark Master's army, or on Seeker Keishas to receive pact armor and all of those goodies you need for your vampire powers. There will also be New World Events dungeon events where you can go toe-to-toe with more Bloodseekers and other vampire foot soldiers as well. So all of it's going to obviously increase drop rates. Now, these are 3 of the new 5 endgame bosses. Conquer Brutish endgame bosses. This is exclusive to the new patch and to Season 2. Below is a list of the bosses and the requirements to encounter them. So World Tier 3 and 4. So you can actually fight them before World Tier 4. That's interesting. You must gather enough living steel from tortured offerings in Helltides. So there's going to be requirements to actually access the Uber bosses. For this one, you got to do some Helltides. For Echo of Varshan, defeat grotesque debtors during Whispers of the Dead for a chance to receive parts of... So they're also incentivizing you to do like the Whispers, Helltides more. There's a reason to do them other than just farming the same old materials. The Beast in the Ice. Gather distilled fear while completing tier 30 or higher nightmare dungeons. You can get to 30 pretty easily. The Dark Master. Defeat a world boss on World Tier 4 or complete a Legion event. From these activities, you'll acquire exquisite blood. So another reason to do world bosses and Legion events, which I think I've only completed 1 Legion event since I've been playing D4. Echo of Duriel. Defeat both Gregor and the Galvanic Saint and Varshan In World Tier 4 to collect mucus stick eggs and shards of agony. Once you have enough, you'll be able to summon the Lord of Pain, Duriel. Duriel's going to be really cool. I think Duriel's obviously going to be the last Uber because you're going to have to kill some of these other endgame Ubers in order to access Duriel. So he's going to be like the ultimate achievement, I think. Keep in mind, you'll need to meet the summoning conditions of a boss each time you want to fight it. So you get one shot, and then you got to gather more materials. So hold on to any additional summoning materials that you might acquire during your travels. Earn rewards with the Seasonal Journey and Battle Pass. Of course, there's going to be new Battle Pass rewards. Douse the Wandering in Sanguine Styles. So again, October 17, 10 a.m. PDT. I'll have to do the conversion and figure out what time that will be. It'll be October 18 for Australians. So you get 27 free tiers in the Battle Pass and 63 premium tiers. So more money that we have to spend. If you get the premium Battle Pass, not only will the rewards of free tiers be yours to wield, but Awoken armor sets, mount armor, platinum, and more awaits you. For example, the Famished Thoroughbred mount unlocks at tier 1 and Awoken Marrow cosmetics unlocks at various higher tiers. Smoldering ashes earned from the free tiers can be spent on the seasonal blessings, so I guess you can increase your XP and all that sort of stuff again. Alright, I get the idea. Looks like there's a lot here. Seasons and your stashed items. Now, let's see if there's any news on stash. With Season of the Malignant coming to an end, we want to ensure your hard-earned gear transfers to the Eternal Realm. Okay, so just everything except the Malignant Hearts will definitely transfer over to the regular realm, to non-seasonal game mode. But I'm going to do a big cleanup and make sure any other additional items I just get rid of, so I don't become like a hoarder. Claim the Umber Winged Darkness cosmetic set. That looks really cool. One of Hell's gifts will be returning to the Ether soon. If you purchased any digital edition of Diablo 4 prior to October 17, which is the start date, you have until March 31, 2024 to redeem your Umber Winged Darkness cosmetic set for Diablo Immortal. Oh, is that for Diablo Immortal? This cosmetic can be redeemed by logging into Diablo Immortal and clicking on the corresponding in-game mail notification. Okay, so I've got to log into Diablo Immortal. They're still trying to get people into Diablo Immortal. Storm into season with Nvidia, blah, 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 blah. Oh, so there's going to be some new drivers. Stay up to date with D4 news. So that's it. That's. I'm looking forward to this season. I love vampires. Amazing, amazing concept art. I shall see you all October 17 in Season 2. Let the vampire slaying begin.